Yo, what's up? It's Dark Horse, and today we're going to be going through the new, obviously, updates that are going to be happening on Master Duel, obviously coming very soon. We also have the new deck, structure deck, that's coming obviously on September the 20th, which is Spellbook of Prophecy. So a spellbook filled with various kinds of wisdom, unleash the power of the spellcasters that use its powers. Your ace card, Hierophant of Prophecy, can be XZ summoned with 2 level 7 spellcast type monsters, but depending on the situation, you can call forth synchro monsters and link monsters. In addition to your ultra rare Crowley, the first Prophecy, super rare Empress of Prophecy, ultra rare Spellbook of Secrets. I think a lot of people would buy this structure deck just for the Spellbook of Secrets, so. Oh no, wait. Yeah, maybe. Because obviously you can combine this with Endymion and obviously encounter the spells counters and stuff. Spellbook of Knowledge, ultra rare, Fortune Lady, every and others will be included. If you're intimidated by the prospect of building your own deck from scratch, or if you want to dip your toes in water, why not start here? Because these decks are trash. Like, you know, you cannot dismantle any cards that you've obtained from the structure deck. Yeah, you know, we're all familiar with this scenario anyway. But yeah, okay, moving on to obviously the more important stuff. About additions of cards that can be generated. Certain cards such as Potter's Greed that are forbidden under the current standard format, forbidden limited list, will be able to generate. Okay, you know, the thing that irritates me about this share is the fact they acted on it so quickly, which means they already had it there, which I don't understand why they didn't just implement that into the freaking game to start with. You know what I mean? And to be honest, obviously I know you can craft them, but materials are so hard to come by as it is, let alone running these cards in friend battles, friend duels and stuff like that. It's a great concept, but unless they make them free, considering that you're not benefiting off it, you're just being able to run old cards. I think anything that's banned, until it becomes unbanned, limited, semi-limited, you know, I believe it should be easily accessed, should be free, you know, it shouldn't be such a problem to obtain. Like, why would I want to build a deck for ranked and use an ultra rare crafting material on a pot of greed that's in private games when I need the card for actual ranked games, which gets me gems? You know what I mean? But yeah, a new festival has been introduced of the Synchro and XZ festival. It sounds interesting, but also it doesn't. I'm thinking, obviously, depending on what cards are banned and things like that, there is a current ban list out, which I will get into. But we are going to see Sword Soul, without a doubt. Unless they've banned Zeus and maybe Zodiac, we're going to see Zeus on a regular basis throughout this event as well. We're very familiar with the XZ summons and same with Synchros. But yeah. Okay, so let's go through. The Synchro XZ Festival event will take place during the dates listed below. Duel in the event to gather medals. The more medals you get, the more awesome rewards you can earn. Everyone only plays for the gems anyway. The starting time for this may be delayed depending on the maintenance, on when maintenance is completed. 2 forces beyond dimensions now collide. You must skillfully manipulate the level that guides the light and the rank that creates the power of darkness to win the fierce battle. Okay, in this event, the time limit of duel is 300 seconds. Why can't they just make that permanent? Like, 8 minutes. I've said this from the very release of this game. 8 minutes is too long. You sit there. Like, I was in a duel the other day. Obviously, you guys would have seen it because it's already out. But I was in a duel for ages. This guy would just constantly summon, special summon, link summon, special summon, synchro summon. Then link and then special summon again. You know, and it was insane. And for me personally, 300 seconds would be a lot more beneficial. In this event, there'll be exclusive forbidden limited list for the main deck and extra deck, and with the extra deck only being able to include synchro monsters and XZ monsters. Yeah, but still, that it's a massive advantage to Sword Soul then, really, because you could just go special summon token, synchro summon, jacks out. You know what I mean? Some cards will be unavailable for the sake of game balance. Please check the event exclusive forbidden list to see what cards you can and cannot use. During the event, you can duel with the same rule set with duel rooms. Medals are claimed at the end of each duel. You can immediately gain rewards corresponding to the number of medals you earn. You can earn medals whether you win, draw, or lose. You will not earn any medals if you surrender the duel. I mean, this is all normal stuff. Obtain 5,500 medals and you get Quillbolt Hedgehog. It's a shame you can. Oh, you can. Sick. And you know what would have made that better? If it had sparks come off its back. You know what I mean? But yeah. But I suppose it don't matter. Obtain with 2200. I actually have never obtained these festival things because I just don't play past the gems. Like, no one cares about these title cards. I don't think you even pay attention to them. Below is information on the event exclusive forbidden list synchro. Okay. You can confirm the forbidden list for the submenu, which can bring up by pressing the collapse menu in the top right of the deck edit. From today until the end of the event, you'll be able to create decks following the Forbidden Limited for this event. You can start creating a deck by selecting the duel menu on the top right of the notice, or by going to the home screen duel menu and then selecting Synchro XE Festival. In the event edit screen, you can, this is just basic information that we're already aware of. And then upcoming Forbidden, let's have a look. I've actually seen the ban list. Obviously, that's implemented on the 30th of September. I personally don't think it's that great. I know Hulk has obviously been banned, which is, you know, makes sense because it is the gateway to opening fucking many combos, you know. Whether it's bloody mechs. Is it mechs? But yeah. The implementation of the Forbidden Limited list is planned to occur on the date listed below. Please see below the changes that are going to be made. Okay, so Forbidden, Hulk. Then we have cards to be limited, War Enchantress of the Temple. Rivalry of Warlords, Gozen Match, Ryageki, semi-limited. Trishula, Wind-Up Carrier, Zenmati, ABC Dragon Buster, Trickster Light Stage, Red Reboot, Dino Wrestler, Pancratops, Spiral Quick Fix. I don't see half of these cards in ranked, if I'm being completely honest. I might see Ryageki, you know, the card that haunted me so many times. But a lot of these cards I never see being played. Orcust Heart Horror I've seen before. But other than that, like, Pancratops obviously runs in kind of anything, really, but yeah. But I suppose Trishula kind of makes sense because I saw a combo the other week where they were... I can't remember how it was. It was like they linked and then they brought out something else, special summoned, and then were able to synchro into Trishula again, and they did that 3 times and they kept discarding the opponent's hands. I believe that was the play, something like that. The beginning of the end, Harmonizing Magician as well, which obviously cards for which the limited number of copies will be lifted. Yeah. It'd be interesting, but honestly, I feel like this ban list needs to be hit very hard. Well, yeah, very hard. But yeah, I will load up and we'll talk about the cards that are currently being accessible in the new duel event. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, and we're back. So basically, this is what we're kind of looking at when it comes down to, obviously, the ban list. So in addition to all Fusion Monster, Link Monsters, and previously banned cards, the following cards are banned for the Synchro XZ event, which is great. Obviously, looking at some of these, mate, to be fair, they've taken some, like, feedback, I'd say, obviously, of the previous events, you know, dealing with, obviously, non-being able to special summon monsters, you know, Time Lord, Dice Jar with the burn. You got Necroface as well, which is pretty solid. Obviously Scythe, which is, I think it's discard, isn't it? You can set this card during your opponent's turn if a set card is special destroyed. Okay, if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, you can put a special summon from the extra deck. I'm pretty sure there was another one that I think you discarded from the hand, but maybe I'm wrong then. But yeah, Vanity's Fiend prevents special summoning. Obviously, we've dealt with, obviously, the True Draco, which was an absolute nightmare during some of the previous seasons, so it's nice to see them, obviously, ban that. It's going to be nice to get rid of Adventures as well, with Griffin Rider being banned. Obviously, we probably will steal Adventures, but at least we don't have to deal with the Griffin Rider. Eldritch, which is, thank God that's banned. You would see that in every event. There was no way of getting away from it, you know, so we've got Time Lords, you know. We've got the Monarch gone as well, which is great. Somebody's... Wow, mate, they've hit this hard. This is what a proper ban list should look like, man. Like, Part of Extravagance has been banned as well. Wow. Wait, hold up. Yeah, this is all for... Yeah, genuinely all banned. Shit. Necro Valley Zombie World. Mate, this is what I like to see, because now we're forced to build brand new decks. The only thing is... Okay, so... Vishuddha has been limited, but then I don't think anything's been hit covering Sword Soul. So, that would mean we're definitely going to be seeing Sword Soul in this event, period. I think a lot of it's just going to be genuinely Sword Soul. I can't see anything that's going to prevent it from being played. Not so far anyway, but yeah. It's interesting. Oh, okay. Flu's been limited as well. But it's a very hit and miss. Either way, it's free gems. I can't complain. You know, obviously, it's great to obtain the 1900 gems you can acquire. Plus, you got the 22 legacy packs. But then also on top of that, you also get the challenges as well, which is great. Quillbolt Hedgehog Mate, one Synchro XE title. Bear in mind, there are still event missions yet to be revealed for more potential gem rewards. So the loner decks we're looking at, we have Intersection of Two Colors, which is basically focusing on... it's a Magician deck, isn't it? Sorcerer Magician. Oh, that's Choreograph Sorcerer. Okay. Poison Magician. This card's an absolute firecracker. If you get that out, it's so frustrating. It's not bad. It's not bad for a loner deck. It's better than some of the ones we've seen. Obviously, you've got Clear Wing, Odd Eyes Meteor first. I'm literally recording this first thing of waking up in the morning, man. I was so ill last night. Oh, okay. That explains why Swords... Well, on the upside, at least they give you it as a loner deck. You know what I mean? But the thing is... The only thing I don't like about that is the fact they give you it as a loner deck. You know, it'd be fun to run it, but also it's just... Yeah. But I think this is the kind of good thing about this aspect of the game, is the fact these loner decks give you a little taster of what these certain decks are like. You know, Ghost Trick just had the recent support as well. Same with Sword Soul. But it's interesting. Obviously, if we're going to have Synchro XZ, we're going to expect a Fusion and... Wait, what? We've got Fusion XZ? No, Synchro XZ. So then it would be Fusion and... Well, technically, there's Link. Yeah, so you've got normal, obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh! You've got GX, which is Fusion, as well as the other ones. Synchro, XZ, Link. I think that's it, isn't it? Why do I feel like I'm missing one? I don't think I am missing one. Well, Ritual Summon. But they're not going to do Fusion versus Ritual Summon, are they? But yeah. But yeah, man, not bad, not bad. All I can say is, well, thank you for Random Plocks and Jade Hex publishing this over on the Master Duel Meta website. If you want to check that out, feel free. I'll pop the link in the chat. So you guys can check it out if you're interested in that. But yeah, from what it looks like, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I suppose with this deck, you could probably run it. This gives you a feel of what Ghost Tricks are about, and obviously the Pendulum side of things as well. But I didn't realize, I thought loner decks used to give you less gems, but apparently a few months ago they got rid of that and they give you full gems for it. So that's interesting. But it doesn't look like a bad deck. Personally, I probably would test this, but then obviously we'll see. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let me know what you think in the comments. Laters. Bye.
It's time to duel.